Hello guys, it's Glurmit here and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be very nice and short. TW is upon us and you guys know that I like to post encounters whenever I find them. This is something that I've done with some success, with some losses sprinkled in there. Throughout the last few TWs, I was doing it off camera. As you guys know, I do my TW on stream, so if you ever want to watch live territory wars, do come to the channel on those days. However, I try to limit how many battles I'm doing just so I'm not showing too many defenses, and obviously I can only stream for so long and sometimes the zones take a while to open. So today's counter is a Leia counter using Starkiller. Now guys, the first thing I want to kind of explain is we are not running Emperor Palpatine and Mara Jade. There's two reasons behind that, guys. The first is Leia's kind of anti-Empire TM gaining. You'll see on where is it? The game's here. If you go to Leia's kit, which is over here, where is Leia? There she is, and we go to her lead. You will see that they're taking reduced damage from out of turn attacks. We've already known that. And we're also reading here, whenever enemies are less than 100% TM, gain bonus TM, rebel allies gain crit avoidance stacking. And then further to this, Empire allies, or enemies, sorry, can't gain bonus turn meter for one turn. So you don't actually really benefit from bringing Palpatine Mara Jade because you're not really gaining the bonus TM. The other thing you got to account for, guys, is because it's Grand Arena, the way the Starkiller mechanics is working is slightly different. It's not Grand Arena, right? In Grand Arena, he assists on Sith basics. So obviously Mara Jade basic, Palpatine basic, Starkiller will follow up. In Territory War, it's whenever the Jedi tank and the Visas here are doing the abilities, he's going to be assisting. So that, just to show you guys, before we do show the counter, is going to be over on Juhani's Omicron, which you obviously will need. You can see it down here. While in Territory Wars, at the start of the battle, Juhani taunts, then at Juhani, a random dark side unaligned force user, excluding Empire, First Order, and Galactic Legends, and then a random light side unaligned force user will gain redeemed, and whenever a redeemed ally is attacking, all redeemed allies assist. So that is the difference there, guys. So you're not assisting through the Sith, you're actually assisting through other means. So what we're actually doing here is we're bringing Malgus lead, because you need someone to be the lead, right? OG Kylo, you can actually just ignore, guys. You don't need to bring this guy. Guys, just so you're aware, don't bring Asajj, because she is not Empire, First Order, or anything like that. So she may actually take redeemed off Starkiller. You want Starkiller to be redeemed. Now Malgus, he's not really used much in Territory War. Obviously his lead means he's immune to TM reduction because no one else is going to be gaining it. He's gaining a little bit of speed, but not much. The first time each ally falls by 50% health, everyone gets fear, doubt, yeah, it is what it is. His unique is going to be giving obviously max health. He's not going to gain as many bonuses as he would normally. Just put it that way, guys. But the reason Malgus is in there is because of his big hit. You're going to need it at some point. And like I said, you don't really have any other leads to really be using here. So guys, let's actually play through the battle. So Leia's going to come in, she's going to do all of her stuff. We've got a very basic Cron, by the way. It's only the basic abilities give offense up. It's not Starkiller Cron or anything else. And you will see the damage does come in nice and quickly. Like with always, whenever you're fighting Leia, it's best to target her and not the rest of the team, because otherwise they're going to gain too much mastery. And this counter, it does work, guys. It really does. But it's not the 100% consistency that a lot of people are going to be looking for. This is one of those counters that is best to run if you just face a load of layers and you have nothing else to do. And a reason for that, guys, I'm going to pause it here. You saw that Visas had her the cooldowns all fine, right? Remember, Leia prevents cooldown manipulation for both teams. But what you would have seen is Visas has her revive. This is the only thing that really will come into it. Because you don't really have a way to get around the taunts here, and you do need Visas for this. What may happen is they're going to get a lot of mastery if Ben gets the taunt, as you saw here. And if that happens, Starkiller will die. If that does happen, guys, you need Visas to go There's the fear, by the way, guys, from the lead on Malgus. It does make a little bit of a difference, but not too much. It basically just prevents Drogon and whoever else from taking that extra turn. So it is quite nice for this counter. Basically, if we didn't have that, there's a chance that Visas would have died. So the Malgus lead came in clutch there. But you need Visas to be at max health. The reason being, when she has max health, this ability here is actually going to be reviving. So then you can bring Starkiller back, and guys, you will think at this point that the battle is over. Never say never, because Starkiller in TW is a god. Pull it out the sky. Obviously, if you can bring Bolt Crons of any description, it will be better for you. And once you get to this point, you're probably going to have the damage to go ahead and just deal with everyone. So we go ahead. Oh, Ben's going to lose a taunt. Starkiller's going to counter. We're going to do the special, inflict that healing immunity, buff immunity. Malgus, big hit. Like I said, it does a lot of damage here. Unfortunately, OG Kylo's not really doing a lot. You can just bring any dark side unaligned force user. This would be much easier, guys, if you bought Kylo Ren unmasked. But obviously, he maybe was Seer, so I do understand that. But yeah, if you bring Kylo Ren unmasked, he's not going to be getting redeemed, and he's actually going to be that tank for you, and there you go. This is the counter. Like I said, it's not the most consistent counter ever. Okay, I just want to be very clear with that, because someone's going to watch this video and you're going to be like, Glammy, I tried this and I lost. This isn't meant to be one of those counters that's a 100%, even a 90% success rate. I think I've tried this counter 3 or 4 times, and I've won 2 of them, and then 1 of them I came very close. It was due to Datacrons, modding, you name it. My Starkiller team for Territory War is not as well modded as it could be, but it does work. So if you're in a guild and you face a lot of layers, and you need, something to deal with it, you can use this team. The other benefit to doing this is you're freeing up your Emperor Palpatine Mara Jade to be used against other teams. If you have the TW Omicron and Mara Jade, it opens up so many possibilities for that team on offense, and you don't even need Starkiller for that team. Because Starkiller, he works differently in Territory War to Grand Arena. You're not looking at him from the Sith point of view, from Palpatine, Mara Jade, Terminator. You're looking more from the counters, the abilities being used from Juhani and Visas. So just to wrap up the video, guys, before we do finish up, obviously you're still going to need the usual suspect. You're still going to need all of the other stuff, because if we look at Starkiller and we look at his unique, obviously ignore the Grand Arena stuff, we're not going to be getting that. However, you still, for this part of the ability to activate, for the immunity to daze and stun, for the speed gain and everything else, and the crit damage and max health, you are going to still need 1 dark side unaligned force user, 1 Sith, 1 light side unaligned force user, and 1 Jedi in the team. So Juhani is a lock-in. I would say Malgus is a lock-in for this, guys. You can use DR in other places. I've also got a video which I do recommend you check out of DR beating Great Mothers in Territory War, so you don't need Malgus for that. He does help a lot, but you can bring Seth Empire Trooper instead. So you can then have Malgus free for this counter, for example. But we do need an unaligned force user in the team. Now remember, because of Juhani's Omicron stipulations, is that the right word? I don't know. You can't bring Asajj, because Asajj there's a chance she gets redeemed. And if we go back to Juhani real quick and actually have a look at her unique, redeemed gives 35 plus speed whenever an ally redeemed using ability, or other allies redeemed assist. So you really don't want redeemed going on anyone else. And like I said, guys, it is a little bit of a one of those ones you can get tricked up on. It is a random dark side unaligned force user ally. And obviously it only excludes the Empire, First Order, and Galactic Legends. So there is a chance that you basically end up with Asajj getting it, although her dispels would be worth it. You can switch in Seer, and you could do Seer lead. That is an option for you, but I don't know why you would do that, because Malgus still does some work in TW, right? So that's not really a thing. I mean, people used to do that in the past. If you don't have Malgus, I would say do Seer lead and then instead of Malgus, but I do like Malgus's lead for the fear and doubt here. And your other option for the dark side unaligned force user would just be one of the Inquisitors, because they are Empire. So you could take, for example, Ninth Sister. You could even take Seventh Sister, guys. This one's a little bit of one of those weird ones. You wouldn't really ever do this because you probably have Reva. But if there's for some reason you're not using Seventh Sister, she could go in this team as well. She still does the health and protection recovery, which is quite nice. But she's just so high investment. Or you could go for someone like Fifth Brother if he's not in your Reva team, because obviously he has Dispel. But basically you're looking for someone who's Empire or First Order to be going in here as the unaligned Force user. My recommendations is just bring OG Kylo. He doesn't really do a lot for the team, I'm going to be honest, but bring him or bring Kylo Ren Unmasked. I do like Kylo Ren Unmasked in the Seer team, but it is an option. Like I said, guys, this isn't the most consistent counter you're ever going to see, but it does work when you need it to. Have fun, good luck in TW. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe straight to your guildmates. My name is Glowmate, and as always, guys, have a glowing day.